Okay.
I have something else I'd like to do.
I bet, yeah.
I think we should send a message to Doulos. Because we probably, the sooner we send it, the sooner we'll get a response. I think we should just say that Jax is dead. We're on...
Jax is
Zub.
dead or taken by
Zoom?
Zoom.
No, that's not right. We're on Zub, and we're continuing with our shipment, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, but if we tell them, they might like make us take us back and all that stuff. Take away the credit card.
But then we can decide. I mean, they'll send a response probably before we leave.
Because they're going to be waiting to hear from Jax, I would assume.
And if they don't send a response, then that might also tell us something. I don't know. How do we have any sense of how long these communications take?
You could look at the date stamps on the messages, date and time stamps.
What can we, look at the sent and response?
Yeah.
Okay, when you look at the time stamps on the messages, you see that it was right about the moment that we exited jump space and got near Reunion Station that the message from Doulos came in. And then the captain's log, the ship log message that he sent out like as soon as he typed it up and sent it.
Okay.
Okay?
Maybe it doesn't send in jump space.
Yeah,
or receive.
It could either be, jump space or we're riding on some kind of bigger planet-to-planet system. But we should send it out. I think we should send out that message.
I need somebody to type into the Hangouts either what the message says or the Cliff's Notes version or whatever to the group Hangout.
I'll do it.
Okay.
How long does a message take to travel? Yeah. What did Jax say was one of the things you do when you go to Port Authority?
Do mail check.
So, in a world where you don't have subspace communication, if you wanted to send a message to somebody, how do you suppose that system might work?
Maybe there's ships that take things.
So if it was a ship carrying mail, how long would it take for a message to get somewhere?
A week.
At least a week.
And how long would it take to get a response back?
At least a week.
Oh, I forgot to start the
I'm
time.
putting to whom it may concern. This is Hera on DFT 7118. Captain Jax died in an ambush of our ship by pirates. The 3 other members of this crew and I are proceeding with the trade route we were previously on.
Everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
So, we're low on time. I'm going to push things along here. So, you guys each get one of those with the gun belt. Okay.
Okay, so do I find another one?
Yeah, I think there's at least 6, but I was thinking there was like 10. I don't remember.
Okay, so I have 2 pistols now.
Okay, so we'll say that you've got 2 gun belts, and you got a pistol on either side, an auto pistol on either side.
Okay.
How do you exit the ship?
We go down to the cargo bay and there's a
Cargo
kiosk
bay
kind of thing.
And I'm gonna...
Control pedestal is what I called it, or what he called it.
Yeah.
As the ramp lowers, you see a spaceport that is the complete opposite of the beautiful high-technology wonders of the 2 ports you flew over. It's a wide, open desert. Just miles and miles of nothing but dirt, and the occasional desert plant. Flies buzz around your face. This port is tiny. A few lots are around you, barely discernible by white plastic tracks in the dirt. A large 2-floor structure nearby with windows only on the top floor. The bottom floor has a wide open door and a large neon sign that says Mel's Hole. 4 motorcycles are parked out in front, and a big hauler truck, and 2 horses tied to a post. All of them look old and beat up, but sturdy. Any breeze kicks up dust, and there's plenty of breeze. A huge warehouse stands at the edge of the ship pads, and a small shack juts out from it. Painted in large black letters is the word office. Through its windows, you can make out 2 people. There are literally no other structures in sight, and only 2 small ships. 2 workers in reach trucks come out of the warehouse and head for the ship. There are no terminals for finding side jobs. Suddenly, a voice comes from the direction of the warehouse. "Jax, you old space bum, welcome back. Don't you ever stay away from my place this long ever again, you hear?" A large, tough-looking guy with a large, grizzly beard and hair that stops at his shoulders, but ratted and looking like maybe he cuts it himself with a knife. He's dressed in shabby clothes, but has 2 fat gold chains around his neck. Large hands up in the air as he approaches, above large muscled arms. Large voice booming from a large body, and a large pistol on his large hip. And he's approaching and getting closer, and when he sees that it's you four, he's, "Oh, sorry, folks. Where's Jax? Don't tell me they finally let him promote him to a different route."
I'll tell him he died.
No, I'll tell it slow. Okay. Well, Jax died while on a ambush by pirates.
Well, hell. Well, I tell you what, I'm Mel. This is my place. Welcome to Mel's Hole. We may not have all the glamour and technology of them other parts, but if you're no nonsense, meat and taters, and be on your way, we're the place to be. Now, I tell you what, any friend of Jax's is a friend of mine. Water showers are on me. Now, I'm serious. It's on the house. Tell you what, go on in and get some real food. That's on the house, too. Hell, I tell you what, I'll come with you. We can take care of the port paperwork later.
Okay.
So he's leading you to Mel's Hole.
I've stayed behind.
Yep.
You're gonna stay behind?
And you're still on the ship.
Okay.
Now, when you get into the bar, because I assume you guys are going to want to follow with him.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys get into the bar, there's about as many people as there were modes of transportation outside. Sawdust on the floor, the smell of food and liquor thick in the air. And he shouts out, "Lurlane, 5 specials and a couple pitchers over here." And he sits you down at a table near the bar. Well then, let's start with names. You already know mine.
I'm Kira.
Bardak.
Veronix.
Well, I tell
And
you.
there back at the ship is Bosk.
Well, I tell you what, I'm just pleased to meet every one of you. We do a constant trickle here, not much traffic, mainly the long haulers who prefer to avoid the noise in the cities, or companies looking to save a few bucks on accommodations for their workers, am I right? But I tell you what, we do enough business to make a good profit with no need to expand. I opened this port 22 years ago. I opened the bar 12 years before that, and I tell you what, that's slow growth.
So how long you known Jax?
Oh, gee, 5-6 years. He drops in 3 or 4 times a year. Good guy, solid, dependable. Good drinking, buddy. I could tell you some stories, I tell you what.
What kind of stories?
Oh, son, I don't think you want to know. But we do know he is a man that knows how to have a good time. Ain't like there's much to do around here, but we found it every time, I tell you what.
So you know a lot about Doulos then.
I've met quite a few of them over the years, just ordinary folk. Although, usually, I don't know, a little hollow. I'll tell you what, some seem a little too content, a little too loyal. I've known a lot of corporation folk, and I'll tell you what, no one is as dedicated as those Doulos folk. Seems it's all they care about. The job, the company, and how great it is. They won't change their minds, and they won't change the subject, I tell you what.
Was Jax not like that?
Yeah, I'm sure he was. But he knew how to cut loose, too.
Well, we're only with the company about 10 days now, or 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks now, yeah.
Well, no, what you gonna do now that your captain's gone? I tell you what, that Doulos card should get you anything you need. Might as well finish the job. It's what you signed up for, as I understand it. I tell you what, you don't make money sitting at home now, do you? And besides, captains are pretty much redundant anymore. I tell you what, ships like yours are so sophisticated, most things are done for you. What do you call that ship of yours, anyway?
What are you doing there?
DFT 7118.
Oh, didn't name it, huh? Well, I tell you,
Been our ship.
well, it's a lot easier to love if you give her a name. I tell you what. It's right about now that the food arrives. Burgers, fries, and 2 pitchers of a very dark brown liquid with white foam on top and 5 mugs.
5 bucks.
Well, he's not here.
Oh, 4 mugs. Sorry about that. You
And
just
4
missed out on a great
food.
lunch. That's what you get for volunteering.
And 4 food.
So we're gonna say that you guys tell all of him this later, or for that matter, one or more of you could. We could say that you guys agreed that you'd have your comms open so he can listen in and hear if you get in any trouble or not. But I tell you what, I didn't sit here to talk with y'all about your job. I want to talk to you about my job.
Okay.
We're all ears.
I reckon you guys already know that Jex ran some special jobs for me every time he passes through. I got 10 tons. I'm willing to pay 30 over standard. That's 13,000 credits for a corner of your cargo hold that won't amount to nothing. It's in the direction y'all already going. I tell you what, that's a good job. And it's not like there's much outgoing shipments here. I'm willing to pay half in advance. Sticks, mind you, nothing on the books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other jobs you know about that we could take?
No, ain't no jobs around here, just this one. You guys don't want to ask what the job is?
I don't know.
Yeah. What is the job?
Well, now that's what makes the job special. It's, black market drugs. Well, this ain't for jollies or pretties. This is genuine pharma for folks what needs it. Thing is, it's benzotoin 5. It's fermented with the tears of benzatin slave children. But I tell you what, it's medicine for them that needs it, and it's not like benzatin children don't cry all the time anyway.
And Jex used to carry this stuff for you, did he?
Well, he's carried a lot of things for me. This is the first time I've been able to get my hands on this. It's a good deal. It's going out to Kavma. You guys know about Kavma?
No.
No.
Well, it's very low tech. They don't even know about life on other worlds. But I tell you what, there's a company there, a technology company that does know about life on other worlds, and Doulos contracts with them, among others. They import off-world tech and sell it as their own, mainly electronic parts, and they don't even know what it does. They don't fully understand how it works themselves. Our children play with toys more advanced than what all the other planets companies come up with on Capna. But they also buy devices, slap their own label on them, and sell them. Naturally, their tech is decades beyond what anybody else on that planet makes, so they are sinfully rich, I tell you what. We meet them at a secret facility on the South Pole. I tell you what, we pay thousands. They pay us hundreds of thousands and sell it for millions. So I guess their medical research division is about to get a lot richer once they get their hands on this stuff. So you guys, you make sure that you make your insertion and approach nice and tight so no stargazers or government agency puts a new UFO report out.
Ooh.
I guess we should take I guess we can do this.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Alrighty then, I'll have it delivered to your hold within an hour. I'll have a man waiting to take it off your hands on Kavma and pay you the rest, of course. When we put the stuff on board the ship, you know what, in the interest of time, he's going to give you the money right now.
Okay.
So, and this is what we are going to end with. He's going to hand you this box, and then he's going to say, well, I got stuff to do. I hope you enjoy your stay. Stop by the office when you're done here. Janin can process your paperwork, and I'll see you boys the next time you come around. So,
Can we ask advice on who should fix our ship before he goes?
Okay, and he tells you, and I even have that in my notes, he tells you that, let me see if I can, yeah, well, we can patch her up, but I tell you what, we don't have parts for a ship like that, so we can't make it like new. But we can patch it up for you, and I'll put it on the Doulos bill.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so, I need to give you guys this. So you open up this box,
Okay.
and it has a bunch of little flat plastic sticks in it. And on either end of these little sticks are stripes. One end has, come to find out there's a word for it, debossed stripes. They are like indented stripes. And then the other end has more like painted on stripes. So he said that the job would pay how much?
13,000.
And he says he's willing to give you half now. And he gives you this box with these sticks in it. These little sticks are about this long, by the way.
Okay.
And they are like rectangles. They're flattened. You know, I was thinking kind of like books, matches in a matchbook. And so, guys, I'm going to leave you with this puzzle.
Okay.
Are you good at math? I was going to ask you ahead of time. I mean, you're a programmer. I figure you have to be. So I would like to see if anybody can figure out how this currency works. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and post that you know that it adds up to 6,500. Okay? We all done?
Yeah.
Y'all got that? He has walked away. You guys have a job, which is a good thing to have. And I'm going to stop this recording while I still have some battery life. I do want to say you guys did great. By the way, you blew through all my material. I spent 3 weeks writing this stuff. You guys
Really?
did it in one session. So things are moving fast. You guys did great.